Hello there guys, welcome back. So what we're going to do now, we're going to cover a little bit about these three buttons, the move, scale, rotate, and a little bit about the gizmo. Now the gizmo is a fairly new introduction to ZBrush. In the past, the majority of the translation, rotation, and scale could have been done from here, but it's still available. I can still use it. Pretty much this is the one that mostly I use. I don't use this one very much, for just personal preferences I guess, but let's talk a little bit about that. It's probably going to be a short video because I think there is so much information on YouTube that you don't have to actually, just go in. You have to go here and there because it's just pretty much covering what a lot of people have done already. So, just to explain here. So, just to put a little bit on the side here, just going to move over here, and I'm going to show you pretty much one of the uses that we're going to be, what we're going to be using these tools for. Now. When you have this button here edit, you know that you are in 3D. You have passed from the 2.5D mode canvas to the actual 3D, so you all have the ability to, work in 3D and rotate. So when you have in draw mode, it means that you are actually sculpting. So if you have a brush, for example, let's select a clay build up, and I'm just building this up a little bit here. If I press shift, I can smooth things out a little bit. I can just, sculpt, okay? So if you click here, move, then this is what happens. So this is what is supposed to be the new gizmo thing. So pretty much what allows you is to move things around. For example, I can, just like in Maya, I can select this control here, and I can just move up, the yellow is the Y, the red is the X, and the Z is the, the blue is the Z, yeah, so it's moving forward. So I can move things forward in an axis. I can scale, or I can scale in Y. I can scale in Z, and X, I can scale in Z. I can rotate in an axis. Okay, this is rotating because it got symmetry. So if you want to get rid of that, you press X, and you get rid of the symmetry. So when you rotate, now you rotate in a single direction. That's the reason it was happening, because it was respecting the symmetry. So pretty much the way this works is you could, this one are axis dependent, so you go the X, the Y, and the Z, but then this gray area here is called what is called the view dependent mode, or the camera mode. So you can see that this UI is always aligned to the camera, no matter where you are. It's always going to be aligned to the camera. You see, we move from the side there, which means this is going to be moving in camera space. So you click one of these corners, then you can move in camera space. You can see here as well. You can rotate in camera space as well. So you go that, then if you go this, then you can rotate in camera space, and you can rotate as well here individually with all the individual axes. Okay, you press the one in the middle, yellow one, then you can scale in all axes at the same time. Okay. So I'm just gonna go back to the original thing here and then just reset everything. So pretty much this is what the gizmo is about. So you can, I think if you press, you see this. If you press Alt and click here, then you unlock this. And then if you press Alt and hold, and then you can see how this little lock move. It means that you're actually gonna move the pivot. See, you're actually gonna be moving the locator. You're not moving the actual thing. So once you move that, then you can actually rotate from the angle. Okay, so I recommend you go online on YouTube and then have a look at this. There's a tutorial that's about 10 minutes, and then you can just type ZBrush 3D gizmo in YouTube, and then you can just actually have a look how this works. There are some very interesting aspect about this, but because I don't use it that much, I'm not gonna be, obviously, sometimes I just okay, I'm just gonna quickly move something to this side quickly, and I just do it. But generally speaking, I hardly use this gizmo. Okay, so if you want to disable the gizmo, you just check here, and then now it comes with this guy. This guy is what it used to be, what I told you used to be the actual way of moving things around. So pretty much you had to draw it. It's called the transpose tool. So it works like with shift as well. It snaps to a few degrees. I think it was snap for 5 degrees or something. And here you could move, scale, or rotate. So if you're in move mode, you click here on this Y line, you can move things around. Okay. If you go to the siding, you can just move around left to right. If you want to move things, you can just use this and then just move from that point. I think from here it just snap things. I think from here you cannot do it because otherwise snap things. You can just do that, and then you can just clip things around from that angle as well. So you can see there's a lot of functionality to this, but I normally I just I can just, this is just for alignment to a specific angle, so a specific axis. You can see here it's aligned to the axis, and then I can then clip from this side as well. I can click here and then clip from this, so on this side like that. So you can see there's a lot of functionality to it. Now, but the majority of when you're working on this, you're going to be using it in this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to, for example, to draw. And if I want to pose this a little bit, I can just press Control, go into the lasso, like we talked about one of the last classes. I'm going to draw something here, okay? Then I press Control to smooth. Then Control, if you press Control here, you can smooth this out. So pretty much what I'm doing is smoothing this. I'm just gonna create a better, so I'm gonna do this. Okay, click until smooth, and then I press Control click, I invert it, Control click, I bring it back the way it was. I'm gonna go into the rotate mode. I can just draw the line here, press Shift to snap to the view, and then if I click here in the middle, I can just, you can see I can rotate from that angle, and then I can probably move things around a little bit. Okay, you can see you can pose stuff, and obviously at the moment there is too many polygons, that's why you get this sharp transition. But when you're doing operations like this, most likely you're gonna be working in something that is a little bit low res. So you can pretty much, like I said, you can pretty much from here, if you want to rotate, you can just rotate from this angle like that. Yeah, you can just draw where you want the line. You say I want to rotate from here, and then you can just rotate. Okay. I think I'm gonna smooth this. Press Control click here to get this. I'm just gonna click this, and I'm just gonna use this little bit here. And again, I'm just gonna click here, rotate. So, and then I'm just gonna rotate from this angle, and then I think, yeah, that will give me a much better transition. I think I'm gonna go here, draw. Again, I'm gonna clear the mask, and I'm just gonna make it, but not too thin, like this perhaps. Click to smooth, rotate. Not rotate, sorry, not scale, but rotate. You can just rotate things around here. They can just move them if you want to. You can scale things as well from that angle. I think this one scaled from that angle there. I think this one's scaled from the whole thing. So we're going to be using this tool set, and I will show you this more in depth when we are working on the actual character. But for now, I just wanted to know that these three tools here allow you to these three tools allow you to move, scale, and rotate. And if you want to go to the gizmo, you press this button, and then you have the gizmo. If you find this one is a bit easier for you to work, then go ahead. And as well here, you can just rotate things. Okay, if you think you're going to rotate from here, you can press Alt, and then with this held, you just can move it all the way down there, and then you can just rotate from the angle. Okay, it's pretty much the same functionality, but I prefer to use the other one for some reason. So used to those. So, and again, you can use that. So when we're doing the character, I'm going to be showing you how to use that properly as we go along, so we can just mask things out, rotate, pose, and move it around, and create copies and all that. So that's going to be probably the next couple of chapters that we're going to do for this week, and then we're going to take it from there. So for now, guys, that's it. So I think we probably have enough tools now to start putting stuff together, and then I will give you a little bit of an explanation of the whole picture, how to put together the character and what we're going to be doing, but that will be next. Okay, so that's it for now, guys. Thank you very much. All right, bye-bye.